pushing them because that's how I roll. I have one speed, I have 1 gear. Go!
This is teabagging.
Titillate the juices. You know what? Woo! Right now. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Dr. Hughes invites followers. Oh, let's see if they increase now. Me too. Yeah, wow. Dr. Hughes.
Mock-ass mock.
He's a great podcaster.
Trick-ass mock.
Acknowledge me.
We coming for you, nigga. Fat! Yeah, Dr. Hughes, here we go. Keep plugging yourself, that's cool.
First up, a man whose looks will serve your inner needs and desires.
Dr. Hughes.
What is up, everybody? Back again on a Saturday. Jess is with us once again, and Danny Damage may join us later on this evening, this afternoon, wherever you are in the world, listening and watching this right now. What's going on with you, Jess? Just hanging and clanging and banging?
Yep, just chilling. Nice, quiet
Nice.
Saturday.
Yep. So much news, so much to talk about again. Everybody out there, get liking and subscribing. Hit all the buttons, of course. QR codes for the kids. We're on the TikToks. We're on the music stuff. We got the comics going. We're everywhere. But you can find the show at DrHUGEshow pretty much all over the planet. So there. Paid all our bills. See, not unlike you, Eric Bischoff. I've been watching you sometimes. And you love to sell boots and blue chews and all kinds of just random horse shit. So no blue chews needed here, Jess.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying out there, everybody? I hope you do. Wink, wink, and things. So, man, I mean, I'm bummed out. LA Knight still not being put over. I heard he's going to be in the John Cena, the last time ever tournament or whatever. Time is now, right?
Yeah, that's.
But they're kind of just pushing him back to the mid card. That's what I think is happening. Yep. Maybe. What do you think?
Maybe?
That's happening though, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard, like we talked about before. You know, there's just a lot of top guys. Maybe he would. He had, the what do you have, the U.S. title for a bit, so maybe he could get it again, but not because it's for Tama. So
Shins even thinks he's gonna get in the main event title scene in the next 5 years. He wants to wrestle 5 more years, dude.
Isn't he already like in his 40s?
Yeah. Yep. He was an MMA fighter before this, so maybe it's just he's so tough. And he's one of these guys. Like I said, the older wrestlers, they want to do this forever. That's why when I hear like Cody Rhodes going, "Oh yeah, my last contract," and this guy over here, they don't want to get into Hollywood like Roman Reigns and The Rock and Cena. But I mean, The Rock is one thing, Cena's another thing, and then Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns are a total other world. Like, I just don't see them. They could be in movies, sure, but I can't see them being big stars. Like Cody Rhodes getting his own show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, never gonna happen, right, Cody?
Go fuck yourself.
No, thank you. Yep, I didn't watch SmackDown last night. Been too busy playing Arc Rangers Thank you, Ian. It's partly your fault, partly other people's fault. I've seen it too many times on my timeline. So now I'm an Arc Raiders expert after 2 days. Yep. But yep, SmackDown. I did see the highlights. Did you catch up on any of it at all?
I watched the whole thing.
Well, there you go.
It's my show.
That's your A show?
Yeah, that is my. I've always liked SmackDown way better than Raw. Like, as soon as it debuted, like, I don't know. Blue is also my favorite color, so maybe that's why. But
yep, blue is the best, in my opinion, to the New York Giant, LA Rams helmets. I know they're a little that in within that color scheme right there is the best color in the world. But yeah, blue brand, you know, this year, I don't think I'm with everybody else, all the other critics out here. I'm not a big fan of this year's SmackDowns in comparison to the Raws. I mean, if you compare it to the 3-hour SmackDowns, I mean, that had a big role in why it sucks so bad this year.
yeah, they just didn't utilize that extra hour correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, they really didn't. Like, how do you fuck up a 3-hour show when you got all this talent and they still weren't able to like push Carmelo Hayes in any significant form? It just tells me again, the way that they write over there is very we got our guys and girls that we're going to push, and everybody else, you know, we can't make you better than anybody else. Like the Zack Ryder treatment, if you ever heard that news back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he just got too big too quickly, carrying cross stuff. Why are they cheering your name? That's not what we're doing. We're not changing our plans for the audience. Why would we do that? Yep. Arc Raiders is the GOAT, bro. Yep. One guy tried to kill me yesterday. I'm trying to raid this planet or whatever. It must be Earth. I don't know the storyline. I don't really care. He threw a sticky bomb on my back before I went into the elevator. And then he comes in the elevator with me. I didn't have enough time to turn around and start shooting him, but I shot him a little bit. Just take that. A child out there.
Yeah.
I've turned on my mic now too. There's one kid. I think I get a little bit of since I got all this fancy equipment over at Hugen Studios, I get like I think I give off an echo, and it's been happening for like 10 years. It's not changing anybody I'm playing with, by the way. So stop complaining about it. You're gonna hear that if you play with me, or just don't fucking play with me. I don't care. So I hear this kid for the first time since I turned my mic on, and he's not a kid, you know, he sounds like he's in his 20s, and he goes, "Oh my god, I sound like a child." I'm like, no, it's probably, you know, you just don't hear a lot of people with me, you know, the radio voice and all this. And he's just like, his mind was blown. It's like he's never heard himself. That is the thing. You hear yourself for the first time, and it's sick.
Oh yeah, I hate it. And I hate hearing like how I can hear myself, and then also how other people apparently hear me. Both suck. So that's like whatever.
It would be like seeing a 3D render of yourself, and you'd be like, I look like that. Yeah.
I don't need that.
They simultaneously extended SmackDown and ripped the talent out for Raw on Netflix, Ian says. Yeah. What do you think about this draft deal? Do you think they need another draft?
I think they need. Well, I heard there's going to do a bunch of call-ups, and so I think a lot of that talent's probably just going to go to SmackDown. Like, so since you didn't watch last night, Lash Legend made her debut. So, and they're going to do some call-ups, but I do think they needed to like rebalance the roster. As Ian just mentioned, right? Like they took a lot of talent over when they debuted on Netflix, and then SmackDown was just kind of left barren. So I think that had a lot to do too with that like lull of the extra hour that they had.
I wonder why she went to like Evolve. Wasn't she wrestling in Evolve for a while, Lash Legend?
No, she was in NXT since I've been watching. She might have like done like 1 or 2 matches or something. Sometimes they just have them.
I thought she was demoted for a little while because she had been on NXT a lot. And then all of a sudden she ended, because I know she was on the main roster before, especially with Jakara and stuff before she left the company. And yeah, I mean, it's about time. But the thing is, they got to have a draft. I've talked about this months before, but I guess they're actually possibly planning one. This is how you do it. You stick to it. and you treat it seriously, meaning I like drafts. I watch the NFL draft and all these horseshit drafts out here for all these other pro wrestling sports, which we got some news on that. And all their gambling and all their cheating, a lot of stuff going on in sports in general. But the draft needs to go like this. All the champions are drafted first. They're the fucking champions, right? So why would you take non-champions? So you figure that out between the two teams, whatever. You go, we're dealing with the champions now and who we want to be next in those roles. And we could see third, fourth, fifth, and relegate that to either show. And then, like, because you know how they do. It will be like Naomi will get selected fourth with no championship. And you're like, huh? Like, what? And you know what it's for. You know, it's to go, well, woman, well, you know, person of color, a Samoan here or there, a Cesaro, here you go. It's Cesaro's turn. You know, remember that one draft? Everybody was like all weirded out by all the picks because it doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. Why waste your time if even kids are going, this doesn't make any sense? You're drafting, you know, JD McDonough before CM Punk? What? So figure that out, do it right, and then stick to it. Maybe do a draft every 5 years. What do you think of that idea?
I mean, I think they need to do it probably more frequently, but like, I guess my take on it is like WrestleMania is kind of the reset. You know what I mean? Like you culminate all the stories, right? So now you kind of know who your champs are. Do the draft right after that. Keep it though, like don't do like multiple until the next Mania, right? And then pick, you know, who needs to go where. Obviously, like during the year, if things change or whatever, they need to do something they can trade. But yeah, I don't know why they didn't do one this year, especially after like gutting all of SmackDown.
I could
I
totally
heard
see them doing a yearly thing like that, and that would be fine. It's just I think each brand really just needs to stick to being each brand. There's too much crossover, and even if you do it every year, people are still gonna forget and go, "That guy's on this show. Wait, what?" You know, even for the casuals, if you just stick to it, 5 years. Like, which is for some people, the kids mainly that come into like the waves of watching
yeah.
pro wrestling, and you catch them for 5 years. That's how they know it, and that's how you can brand it. That's how you can sell more merch by it. Otherwise, they're just in WWE, and none of this draft stuff makes any sense. It has a purpose, so why even do it? You know. So if like the Undertaker, he's synonymous with the big gold belt in SmackDown. The Rock. Pretty much he named SmackDown. You know, like when I think of certain wrestlers from back in the day, it's like that show. And Raw feels like Stone Cold Steve Austin, you know, Bret Hart, all that stuff. But get your shit together, WWE. I'm hearing your ticket sales, everybody's going to be bothered by this every other day, but yeah, it ain't good. You know, your SmackDowns, I'm sure last night there wasn't a whole lot of people. It just can't be. The numbers are dwindling. The heat has, it's cooled off now. They were red hot. They peaked. Cody Rhodes, The Rock, the whipping of, Mama Reigns and that whole deal. That was peak WWE in the TKO era. And it's gone slowly downhill ever since. Would you agree?
Yes and no. So, I mean, there's no way you can stay that hot, right? Like, obviously, you have to come down. So I anticipated some level of kind of like a cool off period, but also like at this time of the year, it's always meh, right? Like the build to Mania is really when it's always like kind of red hot and more exciting. I think that's probably why they also maybe changed some of the PLE times for next year, right? Like Money in the Bank's pushed out. I think it's to try to help kind of keep some of that momentum. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, not going to stay hot forever. I don't think the ticket sales are really anything to squawk about, right? Like I saw somebody, I think we had talked about it too, right? Making some kind of post that they only sold like 6,000 tickets and it was like a 7,000 capacity arena, not including the stage. Like, things are going to happen. a SmackDown in, you know, the Midwest, where they're like there. I think they're in the South. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not worried. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm totally not worried for them. I'm one of these fans, and even with the Patriots, like it's cool they win and stuff, and they're winning right now. We had 5 years without winning, which is just like unbelievable around here, especially for the kids. That's all they know. You know, I remember the Patsies days. Oh, that paper bag on the head, the early 90s, it was the worst. They stunk every single year. But they stunk so bad, you could go to training camp and there would just be a rope. Like a real thin rope just around the field, and you could walk right up to the field and watch them practice, meet with them after their whole training camp deal and everything. Now you can't get near the fucking place. You know, even if it's crazy what's happened. But that's the feeling I get with WWE. It's why like punk rockers like myself, bro, right? We don't want people in our fucking business like Pat McAfee and, you know, all these rappers and country singers and country rappers. Like, how the fuck is that a thing these days? I don't want none of it. Get it all out of my life. Get it out of my stuff. That's what I mean by like getting all these people out of my stuff. It could be politics. It could be your gender stuff. It could be and get out of here. That's not what this is for. All right. And Ian says, I agree. Every year after WrestleMania, stories wrap up and keep it consistent. Like if you really want to move someone to another show, you got to make it a big deal that they're showing up. Exactly. And then these people are showing up on all these shows all the time. If you are the main belt holder, Cody Rhodes, or who's holding it over? CM Punk now. I remember you. Yep. Then that makes sense. But you can't do it all the time with that either. The one thing I would also love out of this is if they're on these shows for some time, Survivor Series all of a sudden becomes one of your best pay-per-views. I'm calling it pay-per-views from now on. Forever. It's going to be one of the greatest. And then you can do the war games correctly. Like you don't have to build these wonky storylines that just come out of nowhere so you can make sense of a future show. You know, it just would form naturally and organically. Then they could remember back and even when it sucked not that long ago. And, you know, Natty ran in with the blue team and Zack Ryder was there and she grabbed his crotch like this. She gave it a good grip. I don't know why you did that, Natty. Were you trying to do that? It looked like you were trying to do that. So, you know, I miss those days. They would run into each other's locker room and beat each other up. We need that. We need more of that. So, anyway, I don't know why this is popping into my head, but your take on what happened last night. Aleister Black, Zelina Vega, you know, boobs all pushed up, all the way up. And, you know, he's beefing with Cody Rhodes now. That's kind of amazing to me. I don't mind that because of the contrast. Cody overall is pretty boring, but when it comes to him with the Aleister Black fella, that makes it a little better. Shout out to Danny Damage in the building.
Good evening. 1 2 1 2.
We hear you. Yep, you can land over there now in your helicopter.
Cheers. How you doing? You all right?
Huh?
Are you all right?
Oh, yeah. Doing great. Right, Chris Jericho?
A little bit of the bubbly.
So what do you think about that, Jess? That Aleister Black deal they got going on, they making something to him.
Yeah, I thought it was nice to have, you know, Cody in a match that's not like a PLE. Maybe they could build something out of it. I saw a spoiler, so it kind of ruined the fact that was going to happen. So I was mad. I usually avoid spoilers. So it wasn't as like exciting. So I was like, oh yeah, I saw that on Twitter, unfortunately. But yeah, you know, get him out of the, like, I feel like him and obviously they brought Damian in anyway, but you know, kind of want that to conclude. I think they have a habit, unfortunately, for Damian Priest of like drawing out his feuds for some reason. Yeah. That'd be my face too if I were him, and all of my feuds just last for months and months. So yeah. So hopefully that concludes and then they can just kind of move on.
And look at this. Paladin's in the house now, too. Everybody's showing up. Everybody. Yep, Justin, facts. I was hooked to John to Cena Edge feud back in the day. They mauled each other for months. Mm-hmm. The rated R superstar. Are you an Edge head, Danny?
No, not at all.
Are you a peep?
I'm a peep, and a Matt Hardy of the early mid-noughties sort of like era fan as well. So yeah, Edge was always the boring one to me in the tag teams. He was bigger, but Christian was just, to me, as a wrestler, was more entertaining. There was always so much more going on, and I always preferred his part of the matches. It was, a nice overall package with both of them, but then when they went their own way, it was even clearer to me. I was like, oh yeah, fucking Christian. Sorry, I know a lot of people will be upset with this, but Christian fucking carried that tag team, and Edge just did the big Kaz sort of thing, came in, couple of things, and I never thought it was that impressive.
I'll tell you this much, though. He was great in Vikings, right, Danny? Yeet for me with that.
G.
Come on, Jess. You're not allowed to not yeet. This is Danny's gimmick.
G.
That's right. We read "How dare you drink in the middle of our yeeting" out here. So disrespectful to the Yeetmeister, the top yeeter, Jey Uso, who is now in your building somewhere. I'm sure he's in a building somewhere right now. Yep. Man. The disrespect for LA Knight. Jey Uso even. But you like CM Punk, who I can't stand. Can't stand that CM Punk.
G.
Slow news week, Danny.
It's fine. We don't all have to like the same people. You're more than welcome to like opening contest Jey Uso, or even pre-show Jey Uso as well. He's very popular. So
dark match Jey Uso,
fucking dark match, yeah.
Poor guy. He does stink in the ring. I'm sorry. Even CM Punk was kicked you in the head because you messed up, you flubbed up a move there. Whatever. These easy maneuvers. I could do all these maneuvers. All right. 1 week of training. That's all it takes, Jess. Yep. So how about this story? Oh my goodness. Hold on. Look at this.
Sorry.
Gay men for Hangman sign was confiscated at an AEW event. How dare you, AEW?
AEW sucks.
What are you, against gay people? Is that what it is? You don't like gay people? Are you not gay no more, AEW?
I'm not gay no more.
No.
But then I'm pretty sure on that same show, I'm gonna forget her name, Tegan Knox, whatever her actual name is, kissed her girlfriend on TV because they always kiss on AEW. But that can happen, but that guy can't have his sign. Messages.
Yeah.
I heard he got the sign given back to him with a hotel key taped to the back of it, so everything ended up, fine at the end.
Wow.
I'm joking. Don't cry at me, fucking thin skin Adam Page. No.
Yeah, they love you, Adam Page. Come on, you should lean into it. There's lots of money there, right?
Who
guys
was the other
love
wrestler?
giving money to hot chicks and guys.
Was it AJ Styles that found out he had a gay fan base and was quite shocked by it? Somebody was. I'm sure it was AJ Styles
Probably.
a few years ago. Found out he had quite a few gay fans and was a bit like, oh God, because he's quite heavily Christian, isn't he?
Yes.
And I think I caught him off guard.
Yep. Southern Christian, that's how we call it over here.
Right.
Yeah.
I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup.
That's AJ Styles after he found out about his fan base. Yep. Yep, they took away ice signs as well, I heard recently. And they took away the trans child signs, but the wrestlers took them away, so. Right? Punk and the Omegster. One of my favorites. Oh my God. Can't stand Kenny Omega. I'm sure he's a great guy, just doesn't entertain me in the least. And the way that everybody makes of him out here, as if he's the greatest wrestler of all time, get the fuck out of here. Okay? No. I don't know how else to say that.
The funny thing is, though, you could probably take a sign that says Vince McMahon shits on women's for funsies, and they'd be like, cool, we'll leave that on. That's no problem. But then as soon as it's something like they don't agree with it, it's like, oh no, that's too offensive. And you can't be saying that.
Yep.
Sponsors, which AEW fans like to pretend that they don't, cater to them, but they do in ways. So can't have that on TV. You're on, Warner Brothers, right? On Max. All those people watching on Max.
Yeah,
Millions.
Domino's advert. That was well done.
Oh
it?
Yeah, with the pizza cutter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yep, the guy was getting sliced in the ring by Moxley.
It's like a picture-in-picture.
Yeah, the picture-in-picture with slicing that pizza. Yep. Justin says wrestling fans need to take notes from college football fans when it comes to wild signs. Yeah, you got to really make it, not so obvious, too. That would be nice, little references here and there. Sometimes are just better than all out crazy signs. The signs in the 90s, you remember some of those? Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
That's where the football fans got it from. They weren't as wild until they saw wrestling fans do it, I don't think.
Right. I mean, HBK, you're a F word.
Yeah.
Like just straight, like right on the sign, and a little kid will be holding it up. It's like, it's wild.
Sonny, show us your tits and things like that. And it's like, yeah, that's fine. We'll let that fly. And it's, again, a little kid holding it up. And it's like,
Remember NXT when it was red hot too? Finn Balor.
Oh, yeah, that girl.
Fuck me, Finn. I almost had that girl on. She was supposed to come on my show, right? And then I seen some posts of hers out there, whatever, and she's talking about riding daddies and putting like these pictures of like it was like some kind of a game that they put out in like the 70s about like that. So I had mentioned that, and like she wrote something about it. I'm like, oh, like the riding daddies or whatever. And like all of a sudden she just started attacking me. And like one of her other lesbo friends or something jumped in and was all like, you're aggressive and you're being so aggressive. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you guys talking about? I'm like, you got the face fuck me girl side.
And she had another one too that was like also equally aggressive. I can't remember what it said, but
no flips, just fist me.
Aggressive.
No flips, just fist me. Yeah.
Like what? So I was like, I'm basically like, fuck you bitches. Yeah, you obviously forget it. I was gonna come on your I give a fuck. Some chick holding a sign in the crowd. You know what I mean? So I was the good old days. I had all kinds of crazies like that. I had a whole whack pack, Danny, back in the day. It was amazing. Yep. Yeah. Look, did you see this, Danny? Did you see that? Yeah, it's sexy.
I didn't see that one.
It's supposed to be my job. I don't know why she's doing that. And this. Which leads
Imagine
me.
if Jerry Lawler still commentated.
And this brings me to this story here, Danny. It's very upsetting. I learned from Jess that Bailey pretty much tried to pick her up. That's what I'm getting out of it.
Oh.
She tried to pick her up, tried to,
it was a little flirty.
Do all kinds of things I'm sure your imagination can, give you. And then a few days later, she posts this. It says, if you didn't receive an invitation from me this time, I know that it doesn't mean it's the only time. I've watched everything you guys sent me, and I have a list of about 50 women that I wish could attend. It all comes down to space and making sure each girl gets proper attention, Danny. So I read this, knowing what I know now, and then I go, huh, does she just want to roll around with hot chicks?
Who doesn't? Like, what?
Like if I was, say, a gay wrestler, which I'm not, right?
I'm not gay.
Not no more. And I probably would try to get a list of 50 of my hottest guy indie wrestlers and go, you guys can train with Dr. Huge. and maybe I'll put you over, wink, wink, after we're done rolling around on the mat for a few hours and days. No, nobody is on the same wavelength or whatever going on here. No, we're going to stick to the story that this is all just, she's just
the role model.
role model. That's right. I mean, she's giving it away. Nobody is that much of a role model. Okay. Doesn't work like
back.
All right, I'll say it then. I'm the one saying it. They're not saying it, all right? I'm the only one that says it. Jeez. I don't know. Some of my pages look different now. I don't like this. Oh, that's right. Get out of here. There we go. What? This is all weird now. Anyway, I don't even care. It looks good like this, actually, too. I mean, Jess is the focal point of the show.
No, I'm the host.
Yep. A few days. But probably she needs a whole weekend to like really assess their skills. You see.
Study tape and, one-to-one conversations.
I know what you're doing, Bailey. I know what Rhea Ripley's doing, okay? I know what you guys are up to. Just know that I know. Thank you. I would totally do that. Anyway, you want to watch some videos? I got to get good at this clip watching. Hold on. Everybody loves the dead air. Don't worry again. We love it. I'm watching some Dabbleverse shows this week, and they're fucking ridiculous with the dead air and everything else, but their viewers continue to go up. I can't seem to get any viewers doing anything. I don't know what the problem is, but
when you say dead air, you just mean audio, though, don't you? So for people that have got audio only, yeah, that is dead air. But Vince always had this problem, and it bugged me when it just makes sure people have to be talking all the time. And it's like, Vince, you've got video, people can see things. It's okay to not say something and let people's eyes just absorb stuff. But he's always screaming at Cole to keep adding things, and it was just it's just too much. But yeah, if people
I think he's right. I think he's right. You need to listen. I understand people, and I understand. I've been watching TV hard since the 80s. I get it. I get what they're doing. They need your attention. They need all your attention. And the way that they do it is bright colors, things moving, shit going on, people speaking, and, continuously. You get a little bit of dead air, especially in radio, which this is an audio podcast when it gets broken down. And I'm not editing every little second in here. I'm banging out the end clips and tightening it up. But you can't have any dead noise. But apparently you can in this new day and age with chatting and the super chats and all the rest. People just get up in the middle of a show and leave for 15 minutes. And it's not even Dabbleversers or whatever. We're going to watch a show right now. It gets hundreds of thousands of views. How? He's sitting in a chair, first of all. These sitting in a chair ass podcasts, fuck them. They suck. He's got a globe on his table here. Why? Because everybody does. You got sponsors, these stupid drinks. It's just everything about this is not real. You know what I mean? And that's the whole point of being on YouTube and doing this. It's YouTube. It's you. It's like everybody normally, not the fucking Schaub show and all the fancy gadgets and things. Anyway. Let's listen.
MMA podcast. There would have been some pushback for some things she said, but Bert, he doesn't really know some of the references. When she was all right,
he's talking about Ronda Rousey, Bert Kreischer, who I also can't stand. Keep your shirt on, Bert. Can't stand you. More phony people, right? So the reason why I'm bringing up Ronda Rousey, me and Jess talked about it a little bit on Tuesday, where everybody thinks she's out of her mind and just wrong about everything. And maybe it's because she's got a lot of yes men type people around her. Maybe it's because she won so much at the beginning. I'm not believing all that. That was all the work too. She doesn't even know. But what does Brendan Schaub have to say? This genius.
Khabib this, and there's no other champions, who are beloved. And it's whoa. Just anyone has just a general overview of the sport can rebut a little bit there, but It doesn't do Ronda, doesn't do Burt any justice when one's an expert, one's just a general fan. Because all she's doing is talking at him and there's no rebuttal. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Which I believe, everybody, is the reason why a lot of these people now coming around, they know Dr. Huge knows what the fuck I'm talking about. They know I know a little bit of everything. So they do not want to speak to me or speak to me again. They're scared. And they think they got their own podcast and their things going on. Good luck with that. Good luck. What are you gonna do? Talk about the most boring shit ever in the most boring fashion for the rest of your life and think that's gonna be over? Go ahead, try it out. It's gonna stink. It's gonna suck. So anyway, shout out to Rib Shot in here. Great big channel on YouTube. See, I get celebrities watch me, Danny and Jess. Yeah, Leroy Jenkins. Should I?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
You mean that old Leroy Jenkins video?
Yeah.
I remember that. Yep. See, I know a little about everything, like I said. And Coach, Jess is up in the hot dog corner. Unbelievable, right? Yep. It's your channel now, Jess.
Taking over.
Yep. Get editing.
No thanks.
Get promoting. It's so much fun, you know? Yeah, anyway. So, Ronda Rousey, get well. You kind of sick lately, you know, this lady acting like she's better than everybody else. It's maybe because she got kicked so hard in the head by Holly Holm, punched so hard in the face by others. It's probably why. I mean, when you got Schaub out here telling you like how you're not handling things right, this guy, right? He looks like he just came from Little League practice. He's like 6'6", heavyweight UFC fighter. Yep. It's got to be the CTE. Don't you send me a lawsuit or anything either. Like that other guy. He lives near me, this guy. Unique. Anybody ever hear of him?
No.
He's out in the Lowell verse. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, the Lowell cow type verse. But he's always keeping up with all these shows and, you know, the dramas of everything. And yeah, he got sued by Brandon Schaub. That was a whole thing. You ever hear that story, Danny?
No, I didn't hear that one. No.
Yeah, he went after him hard, and then everybody went after Schaub even harder. Like, how dare you, you know, take people's channels down and sue them and do all that funny business. But he's gonna teach Ronda Rousey. Got it. Yep. So next, you know who else doesn't like the high tickets? Maven and Randy Orton. Randy Orton heard about the tickets from somebody, like how much they were, and he was all, what? I can't believe it. But
because he's got like 8 kids. He's got 8 kids,
like,
so he starts counting. He's like, "Fucking hell, man! This is how much it'd cost." It's like, Christ.
Yeah, I'm wrestling for free tonight. You know, he has his family there, but I just don't get it. It's like everything they're doing doesn't really make sense to me lately. I get it's all bottom line and they want the most money, but what I'm saying is, like, creatively, if they're just going to forget about all that and kind of just go through the motions with it, like, you created now this PG product for adults. What is that? A PG product for adults. Like, it's not it's, of course they got kids and they would like kids to like things, but this isn't really for kids. The prices aren't. They're not paying for this. So if their audience are mostly adults that will pay a decent amount of money to see these things, why not make it edgier? Why not make it better? You would probably make way more money.
Sponsors gone. Like, that's the problem. Yeah. Unless you get like Blue Chews.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Unless you can find like an adult appropriate sponsor, I still think you can find those. But it's the same thing as the Disney Saddles. It's just each little fan base now, they're just going to go for like that Disney sort of approach where it's like, there's adults now that'll pay for the kids stuff or the tame sort of PG sort of thing, but they've got the money and they'll just keep spending and spending. So we'll just cater to them. And I think sadly now it's got through to wrestling.
Damn it. Everything I'm liking growing up, it's all being ruined. The NBA, the NFL, very slowly. I mean, year by year, the NFL is just getting worse. And wrestling, it's not worse product wise. Like the end of the Vince days were pretty bad, but before that, it wasn't all that bad. And it feels like there's just no soul anymore in any of this. There's just a ton of wrestlers. They're trying to make as many stars as possible, but not superstars, so they get big enough to leave or to have any pull. It's just it's a mess. And then at the same time, they're like, oh, well, we're in the red and we need more money. Like, okay, I just wish things were more about like making good stuff. Make good stuff and like the Field of Dreams, right? If you build it, they will come type of shit. Your sponsors might not come, but it will make up for all that by just the interest in the product selling and all that stuff. So that's how I see that. Fuck the corporations, right? DX style. Suck it and things. So, yep. And then we got the UFC betting scandal. Helwani talked about it this week. He literally said on his show, I know people, multiple people that have been approached to throw matches and do all kinds of funny business. So it is happening. It's a fact. It's starting to really seep out now. It's fun. It's funny to me how just TV, anything these days, they're not talking about anything that's important. If it's important, you're not going to find it on TV or the news or anything. That's not important. That's all nonsense. The important stuff you got to dig for online a little bit, or there's a million podcasters talking about it, right? But for example, this Vince Morales, who's pretty big in the UFC, was offered $70K to throw a match, and he's like, that's not even nothing in comparison to the actual match, like what he's getting paid for that. Mm-hmm. So you want me to take this as like a one-time payment almost, especially if I get caught, and then I'm done for my whole career. So he didn't do it. Lando Venata was approached several times. And then even a female fighter, Vanessa Demopoulos, was approached, and judges. So they got to look into the judges. They got to look into the refs. They got to look into the fighters. They got to look into the camps, giving their guys and girls steroids. Like there's so many layers of shadiness that can occur. It's happening. So, yep. Good luck with that, Dana White. Must be fun. You're in Las Vegas and everything, which I just believe a lot of these mafia gangs, in high places, they're all like FBI in the government now. Like it can't be, there's no difference. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just, it can't work like that anymore. It might have 30, 40 years ago, but they're one and the same thing now. So, like, who's going to get investigated here for anything? And who's really going to take the fall? Oh, that's right. Some black guys, right? Chauncey Billups and a few other basketball players that are, like, still broke and playing poker games. Like, you know what I mean? So they are the ones that are going to take the fall. As usual, Danny, I'm telling you, that's how we operate in America. The biggest bads that they can. Then they go, we got them. No more gambling happening. Mm-hmm.
Just shocked again, like with the basketball news the other week.
Yeah, super shocking.
I'm not. I'm shocked. I thought UFC was rigged, like boxing, but it turns out it's real, like pro wrestling. That old badger.
To the point where it's so rigged, and they know it. Caesars Sportsbook actually refunded a fight.
Wow.
So it's like they were like, sorry, we know that this was rigged. Here you go. Wow, UFC, you guys are kind of fucked. But again, you would be if everything wasn't everything at this point. Crime enterprises run everything, folks. So I don't know. I guess get what's yours if you can. That's that. Legally, of course, right? Mm-hmm. So Ian says ticket prices don't impact the TV product as long as they're filling the arena. That's right. They got that camera. They'll show just the bowl, just show one side. They can do all kinds of tricks. Doesn't even matter. There could be just a group of people there. They can make it look filled up. They'll even put video screens in there if they have to, right? I was on the very last episode of SmackDown in the, what do they call it? The Thunderdome?
Yeah.
The Thunderdome. Were you ever on that, Jess?
No, I wasn't watching at that time, so
Yeah.
I'm sad because I would have loved to be on that.
It was funny. I'm watching like the whole time they're doing it, and I'm like, well, I might as well do it at least the last time. And I got right on there. Could see myself so easily. People were putting Chris Benoit's on there. They were doing all kinds of crazy stuff on there. There you guys. Yep. And then, Logan Paul's back. He's getting all of our businesses and the main storyline of like Monday Night Raw. But that's not even the Paul that I'm mostly upset with this week. We got Jake Paul too. I am boxer. That we all know your fights are rigged. We all know it's entertainment. Mike Tyson could have laid you out a few times that last match, and he's not in the greatest of shape, if you've noticed. So he wants to he's getting into it with Francis Ngannou. And if you don't know who this is, he was a UFC heavyweight champion. He's gotten into boxing. He almost beat one of the top boxers in the world. I forget which one it was. I think it was the gypsy guy. He was the champ for a while. Beat Deontay Wilder and all that. But he rocked him, knocked him down, I believe. But anyway, yeah, Jake Paul's gonna fight Ngannou. And actually, it's just stupid. And now they're going back and forth about things, and it's so unbelievable. But now we're going to make things out of all this on Netflix. Again, it's just everything's so phony and fake and rigged and just dumb. And then the Pauls is just in general. They're just all in my shit. These people. Pat McAfee, the Pauls. Who else, Danny? Who else do I complain about all the time? I can't even remember.
You just spend too much time talking about Pat McAfee and how much you love him. So
that was for months. Yep. But hey, ever since he left, what have I done? I haven't talked about him really at all. I've left.
You brought him up like 3 times.
Yeah.
I could bring
constantly bitched about him and then wept in private. Well, what you thought was private, but
how do you know that?
You left the camera on.
Oh, yeah, right after I end the stream. And there's rib shot. Doctor, has anyone told you that you're like John Bender from The Breakfast Club if he had a podcast? Who's that? What are you, 80 years old? How dare you? He's probably stupid, isn't he? Probably. The Breakfast Club. Nope. I mean, I know of it. You guys ever watch The Breakfast Club? Who's he talking about?
A long time ago. Yeah.
Isn't he like the bully guy?
Look it up.
I'm Googling it right now. I was never a big fan. Yeah, he's like the mean bully.
Mm-hmm. If I pull a dark side Bill, it'll probably be me.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm the bully. I'm a bully? I'm not a bully. No, these people bully me psychologically through my TV. I'm not asking for them to be there, but they just keep showing up. And it's like the worst of the worst. Like Pat McAfee again, a punter. Put a punter, and I'll fight the motherfucker that removed my comment about Jake's ass too. It could have been just YouTube itself. I only got one mod, and I don't even think he's here. So, yep. 0 mods. Go wild, everybody. Yep. I learned very early on mods and co-hosts and what else? Oh, and people that really, really like your show, that want to like get to know you and befriend you. They're the worst. All three, the worst. Yep. That's why only guests now. Everybody's just a guest. You know, we don't put them on any pedestal except maybe Jess over here, so you can all get a good, better look like it matters. You know, what space we're in, what pocket we're in. You wouldn't believe these podcasts, though, Danny. They're very worried about where they are on the screen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Positioning.
That's right. See? Fixed it.
Me.
Zero fucks given. Shout out to you doing the yeahs. Yep.
It's my boy.
Are you an expert at doing that? Have you dressed up like
No.
Tonga Halloween? Would you like to do that for everybody right now?
No.
Breaking news. Jess is going to do the yeahs for everybody. No. All right. All right. No pressure. See, nobody has to do anything that they don't want to do except me. I'm the only one. You know, it was YouTube. Yep. See, it wasn't Paladin. He's the only one that gets access to the wrench. Mm-hmm. So trustworthy. He's a 5-star general in the Hugen army. Yep. Everything has to be army, if you haven't heard out here in the podcasts and bands like the Kiss Army. Watch Leroy Jenkins. Like, you really want me to just stop the show and watch Leroy Jenkins right now? I guess we could, but you know, that would take a minute. And I do have other things to show you. Hold on. I have such things to show you, like Pinhead says. Here, in the meantime, look at this until I bring up another screen here. Have you ever seen this, Jess? Oh, do I even have it anymore? Where the fuck did it go? Nope, it's gone. My whole warning thing, Danny, you know what it is. You gotta warn everybody that everything is a goof. Don't take everything so serious. You know, we're just kidding. I like whatever anybody else likes, you know, all that stuff. And here we go. We're bringing up a screen. Let's go, instead of Leroy Jenkins, let's do Rampage Jackson. Since this was a story, and this is the only way I could find it on YouTube. I have to find it through another show. So they're watching Rampage being confronted by Doug Malo, who we've been seeing on our wrestling screens lately. And, you know, the guys that do the child predator business stuff. But there we go. Make it bigger. And here we go.
I'm gonna put my hand out and shake his hand. What did I do? Hey, I was just coming to shake his hand and say, "Just go there." That's all.
So he says no. Rampage is like, gives him the cutoff sign, like, get out of here. And supposedly it said, get the fuck out of here. And Doug then meets up with maybe the guy that was with his son. Remember, there was like a smaller, like Asian looking dude. So he's shaking hands with him, kind of, you know, being like, saying what he's saying here.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do nothing. All I wanted to do was further negativity. There was too much bullshit in the air. All I came to do was just shake his hand to make sure. Yeah, that's all. No, it's okay. Okay, that's fine. Hey, that's fine. Hey, best wishes. You know, hey, I get it. I got you. Should I go up to him? But he knows you too from the podcast. I don't care. I'll go off.
All right, so now they're talking to each other, and the tall one in the group is like, I don't care. I'll go talk to him, blah, blah, blah. So now what I'm seeing so far is Rampage is just being a dick. You can give him a second and just, especially to the guy that was punched in the head by your son, and to dismiss him so quickly. But you'll see, he thinks it's clout chasing and everything. I'll finish the vid.
I'll just be like, bro, Doug's super chill. Like, he just wanted to shake your hand. Well, what if he just pops off on you? I'm hopping off back. Hey, nice to meet you, brother. Hey, I just wanted to say, Doug's my homie. He's a chill guy. Who? Doug, the guy that got in the incident with your son. He just wanted to shake hands.
Bro, I saw a lot of the presidents, they like for the clout chasing, bro.
No, it's not even about that. Like,
I mean, trust me, bro. I respect my son.
No, it is. We do respect it for sure. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna put my hand out and shake his hand. And we get it. We'll do anything for your son, of course. No hate on you, bro, at all.
Bro.
I'm just saying.
I'm not stupid, bro. Leave me the fuck alone, bro.
Stupid about what?
I'm doing something else, man. Leave me the fuck alone.
Why is it stupid though? I'm literally just trying to say. I mean, it's a public event. It's a public event. I can do whatever I want. I'm just saying. But I'm just saying it's all about respect. Like, I have no hate towards you or your son, and neither does Doug. So that's all I wanted to say. And
So yeah, it just goes on and on like that. But I get both. Well, what both of them are saying. You know, it's annoying to be. Of course, they got cameras out and everything.
Yeah.
They are looking for something, and but also Rampage is just, you know, he's too dismissive, and then amps the guys up even more, because then they're like, you know, respect your son. He fucking, you know, bashed one of our friends' faces in and fought with us and everything. Like, go fuck yourself. So that's what it's a back and forth here. Rampage should have been more chill at the. That's why at the jump, everybody should just be more chill. And, you know, when he's like, just get the fuck out of my face. And, you know, you're not going to just go, okay, yes, sir. And that's why he's like, well, you know, I'm in a public place. I'll fucking stand here and talk to you all day, you know? So I get it. What do you guys think?
I mean, yeah, he should have given them some time to like understand their intentions before just being a dick, especially after what happened. And also, yeah, no respect towards his son. Fuck him. But yeah, I mean, I could see how it's annoying. You mentioned, like, you know, you got cameras around, so obviously your instinct is probably that they're trying to pull something, but you are in a public place, so if they're going to do anything, it's not like you don't have, you know, people around or whatever. But yeah, he's a trash human being, so.
Absolutely. And of course, me and Danny went over the whole thing back in the day.
Yeah, well, I agree with you too. The only thing I would have said is the guy who was trying to speak to him, I just wouldn't have bothered with Jackson for that long. As soon as he started just getting pissy, I'd have been like, you know what, then, man, just fuck you then. You know, I tried to come over and be polite, see ya. And, you know, there's plenty of cameras, there's other people to see who behave like what. And, you know, you can't really dispute, Jackson can't dispute it. So, yeah, I'd have fucked off and just left him.
Yep. And you are right, Justin. Out here with these algorithms, I do have PTSD from it. They mess me up, bro. They do not like me and what I have to say. So, I don't know. That was the humans. And the bots are no better because they're programmed by those same humans now. So, yep. Man, we were killing it back in the day. We were killing it on TikTok this year. And then they just go, click. They go, nope, no more. Oh, and they send me a dozen violations, just violating everything. And then I'll go on the same platforms. Everybody's naked. You know, I'm like, do I have to get naked? Really? I don't know. Maybe. I'll think about it. So, yep. That's you know, we got to get that Rampage Roger Jackson news in here while it's still going on. I know he was picked up. Is he actually like sitting in prison? He was bailed out immediately, I guess, and then nobody ever spoke of it ever since, right?
That was the last that I'd heard. Yeah, that was the last I'd heard.
Yeah, I think it was like $50,000. Rampage was saying before that he'll take care of his son financially or whatever, and it's all set. So, and Paladin says yes, that's what's happening. So he's out. Immediately.
It took like a month for them to go and arrest him, and then as soon as they got him in there, it's like his dad must have been waiting there with like, don't worry, here's your money, there you go, straight back out. And that was the last I'd heard.
Now we'll just get to see if he's smart enough that did he actually learn a lesson, or is he going to do some wild shit like this again? It sounded like Rampage a couple weeks before he was even in prison was like, yeah, my son's going to be in prison, my older son too, right? So, yep, good luck with that. Get well, Raja and Rampage. I like Rampage too. It's just, you know, you're just too much of a goon. Stop being such a goon. I get that you're on Kick and you got the things going on, which we're blowing up on Kick right now too. I think that we were up to like 20 something followers. That's from 0, and I just turned it on a week or 2 ago. So cool. Bet it's not bots at all either. Guaranteed.
The thing, so can I add something with Jackson, Rampage? I didn't know. The only thing I knew of him before all of this was his professional career. That was that. I didn't know any of this shit about it. He's just like so desperate with his camera and his fans and his chat, and a lot of people will be the same, I think. I mean, he's still a big, scary fucking dude. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of people didn't know this side of him, and they're probably just soured to him a little bit because of it.
Yeah. Yep. And now we got Rusev, who your favorite, Jess. He has the same take as us, where this whole John Cena retirement thing, he'll probably be back in a year or two. It's not out of the realm of possibility when WWE starts flashing that dough. We got Stone Cold again. So do you think
he crashed?
do you think that this is a real retirement?
I think John's a man of his word, so I think he would stay retired if that's really what he wants. And he's got Hollywood money, so TKO can't really flash that much at him unless it's like a Saudi event, and even then, I think John gonna be a busy man, so I don't know.
And he's got the health issues now too.
Oh, he does.
Remember he had those skin cancer stuff. So I mean, you got to get all that figured out, but yeah, Cena, get well. Don't lose your last match if you can. Get that golden shovel out, bury somebody, and, just for the good old days.
What if it's LA Knight?
It won't be LA Knight. Yeah, right. The way they're treating LA Knight right now, no way.
Got a mystery opponent though.
Yeah.
Yep.
It'll be The Rock, so they can have a third once-in-a-lifetime match.
Yeah, that's right.
Trailer park trash.
That's what he's gonna come out saying.
No, seriously, they should have it with The Rock and be like, yeah, it's once in a lifetime, and just pretend the other two never happened.
The Rock is another one. The Rock doesn't look good either lately. No. And even Kevin Nash said that this week. He's like, he literally said his face doesn't look good. He just goes, that face, there's something wrong. Losing that much weight that quickly. I don't know. And then there was the story that he had a heart issue or something, like Triple H and other people in the past, What
happens when you juice, so not surprised.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like he might have
some fucking juice. He got huge, didn't he?
Huge. Compared to what he looks like now, you know what I mean? Yep. So skinny. It's crazy. So maybe he's not sick. Maybe they just made up story. I don't believe anything again. That's how I roll over here. Ian, they're really playing it up as like, this is truly the last time. And again, he's a Hollywood star, so I think it's safe to say that the intention right now is definitely to be truly done. You're right. But in 5 years, couple clunkers of movies and things, and they're like, we'll give you $50 million to, wrestle at WrestleMania and do a couple sightings at Raw leading up. And he'll go, absolutely. Because he's a businessman. I mean, the guy knows Chinese, so if he's offered money, he's going to be doing it. And Coach, just no more ATV for Stone Cold. That's right. He almost ran over a lady. Yep.
She overreacted. I saw it in person. Bullshit.
He was drunk ATV.
Oh yeah. He was drinking like tons of beer in the ring. And obviously I know he mostly spills it all over himself, but he was going like ham for a while. I was taking a bunch of pictures and there was like way more than I remember. I was like, man, he was really drinking for a while in there.
How are these? I've never actually been to a WrestleMania. How is it now when you're like in a stadium? How can you actually see in the ring, or are you just looking at the video screen like the whole time?
Oh no, we get decent seats, so I can definitely see. I'm sure there's we went to Philly. There were people who were like way at the top. There's no way those people could see anything. They probably looked like ants. So I shell out the good stuff to go sit so I can see. Otherwise, why am I going? I'll just watch it on TV, right? So, but yeah, there's definitely some seats where like you're just there to be there, and then you're just watching the screen.
Yeah, that's totally how I see all the events. Especially like if I'm going to Raw, SmackDown, and I'm doing this show, I might as well be on TV.
Right?
You
That's
know,
what
like
I
why would
thought.
I not be on TV? Like and I'm just gonna go to the show. And what I'm gonna just talk about the show that everybody just fucking watched on TV anyway. No, I'm gonna be on the screen. Everybody's gonna make something out of it. That's how it goes.
That's why I go to. Like, we went to Saturday Night's Main Event when it was in Long Island last December. We were second row, like right by green shirt guy. I was on TV booing Cody. Like, I'm in a bunch of the clips when they show like the matches, and I'm like, that's me. Like, it's very exciting. So
Yeah,
and those
yeah.
seats actually, it was not that expensive comparatively.
And you can always tell people, like, if they're fans, even you can be like, you could go back and say, hey, watch this show. I'm the Roman leukemia show. Look for me in the back. I'm right dead center in the back. You can't miss me. You know, I don't look like a lot of these other marks, really. So very easy to find me, and they all did. And Justin said, I love Kevin Nash. He's such a dick. I'd get along with him. Needs to tap into that. Just for men, though. Damn, he's silver. Remember he did when he came back to getting a thing with CM Punk, and CM Punk was grilling him on it. You know, putting shoe polish in his hair and all that business.
The ladies like the silver look, so
There you go. See? Yep. And they love bald guys too, Jess. Let me tell you. Yep. Well, maybe not you, but all the rest. Bald pride to all my bald brothers out there. Too sweet me. Yep. I'm never gonna spray my hair on. I'm never gonna go to Turkey and get that done either. It was awesome. Our seats were right by the stage, mid-stadium. That's zero fucks given. So you're real close too. Get to touch all the wrestlers. Have you ever touched Tama Tonga, Jess?
Well, I met him, so I got a hug. So yes, I have.
What? Oh my goodness, touched him. Ian, what do you think about that? She touched Tama Tonga.
He was right there.
You touched him too? My goodness.
Paula gave him the Tongan death grip.
Wow, he touched you. And Bailey touched you.
Wearing
guys,
an
too.
anti-MFT shirt when he met them. So.
Oh. And then he joins the MFTs.
Just to push back with the seating thing, I think I've told you this before, Doc. I was at SummerSlam '92, Jess, and at Wembley, and there was one seat behind us, and that was it. That's how far back we were. But I was 8 years old. Everybody was this big, but I fucking loved it. I started a weasel chant for Bobby Heenan, and in this sector. But yeah, there was one seat behind us. That's how far back we were at Wembley Stadium. But it was still fucking incredible, and just still loved it. So yeah, you can still enjoy it.
It's an experience. Yeah.
I've been to other shows and been much closer, but I do remember being that far away and still loving it.
I was in the nosebleeds the whole Attitude Era. I think I was on the floor once for a live show, which is probably better than a lot of the Raws I went to at the time in the nosebleeds, you know. I've been to some of the pay-per-views in the nosebleeds. Yeah, it's just weird being that close to the wall, especially in the very, very back of the top of the stadium. But that also sticks out to me when I watch it these days, and there's usually at the beginning of their little hot spurt WWE had, a TKO version. When I saw people up there, I'm like, oh my God, they're filling up the top rows again. But it's hard to fill those top rows. You got to your show's got to be really good. And
it's small. You can. We went to the first SmackDown I ever went to. It was Roman Reigns 1,000 day celebration, and my friend bought the seats, so we were super far back. I think we were the last row. There was 1 or 2 rows behind us, and we saw everything perfect. But it was a small arena. It was in Bumblefuck, PA somewhere. So
yeah. Man, I remember this old lady up in the nosebleeds just going. X-Pac match was out there, when he was in DX and all this. Mm-hmm. And she just kept going, come on, X-Pac! What's X-Pac? X-Pac, every 5 seconds about. And then finally, after in the middle of the match, some other guy And another section just goes like, shut the fuck up. And then all of a sudden, all like her grandsons or whatever stand up, and then they're, oh, yeah, let's go. You shut the fuck up, and blah, blah, blah. And they're up. There's all fighting going on. And I'm just like, all this because this lady can't shut up about X-Pac, probably her favorite wrestler. Now I'm just like, but yeah, clearly out of her mind. Yeah. You also notice people watching the big screen instead of the live show. Waste of money if you are not there to enjoy the show. Mm-hmm. That's right. Face blue smiling. HVAC North in the house, in the building. And Justin says, we were on the floor for Mania 19 and mid stands for Mania 23. That's right. That's some good stuff right there. The only time I probably would have gone is when they were in Boston, where Austin beat HBK with Mike Tyson as the referee, but they never came back. They never had another WrestleMania over here. It was the new Fleet Center at the time, the big arena that they made. And I was supposed to have SummerSlam. I was supposed to get real good tickets for that. And that was going to be at the Gillette Stadium. And, of course, what was it? Let's play it.
COVID-19.
That's right. That came around, and then they got rid of that. It's totally screwed me over. But, yep, that's my the live stuff. And just take the prices down. Maybe I'll go to some things. Maybe I'll think about it. Because, again, I want the good seats, too. I want to be on TV. But I'm not paying $500, $600. In the middle of these shows, even when I'm I just don't want to be there anymore. A couple matches happen. I'm like, I'm good. I always think to myself, I could just be watching this on TV. I'm an idiot. But anyway.
They've just lured us to this building, charged us money, and they're just advertising more fucking products.
Yeah.
Relentlessly.
You get to watch. I love watching commercial ads in an arena. My favorite thing. But all right, I need to do another a little announcement to everybody that hears this. But these people, Danny, I tried to do Dabbler Thursday this week. Remember, I kept telling you I'm like this lady KB or whatever. She's just gonna blow me off. She blew me off. I completely blew me off. So I tried to get a few other dabblers the day of, and of course it didn't work out. Either they were busy already or they just didn't want to. Like they just don't. There's definitely afraid of some of these hacks and grifters out here. So I I'm like, hey, well, I got a little bit of time right now. I'm going to start trying to book, just a regular show in wrestling and all this stuff. So none of these people, again, nobody gets back to me. The one person that does, a wrestler, is who contacted me 5 years ago, like a month or two after I stopped doing the show, and was like, hey, trying to get on the show. So I seen him in the DMs. I'm like, I got to get back to this guy. So I hit him up, come on the show, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, what I do now is you got to buy this and you got to do that. And I'm instantly, as soon as I see that, I'm like, fuck this. I'm not paying anybody anymore to do that. I already paid to do this, not making any money. I'm working to build the platform back up and get it to where it needs to go. Everybody needs to stop trying to leech and all this. Of course, it's not you guys. This has nothing to do with you guys and my guests. You're all great and fantastic. The viewers are fantastic. And anybody that's listening, you're the best in the world and all this. Everybody else that ignores me is looking for some sort of a handout to just speak and promote yourself. Fuck that. We're not doing that. That's not how this works over here. You may pull that with some of these other marks and whatever and get them to fucking pay you whatever for your time and go jump off a building then for a hot dog, you piece of shit. Go do that instead. Go hit each other with light bulbs and things. We don't need to promote you that you do have things to buy and stuff to see and all this. We don't care. I don't care about none of yous. You don't care about me. Cool deal. You got it. You got it. So, again, Danny, I did this for a while. before I took my hiatus. Coming back now, everything's harder. People are bigger jerks, right? I'm not the bully, coach, whoever said that. I'm not the bully. I'm the victim. Always the victim, never the bully, okay? So remember that. I'm trying to help everybody else out. Nobody's helping me out. Okay. Well, Jess does with sometimes she hits the buttons. Danny will help hit the buttons. They'll talk to me. I'm not talking about these guys. But if the shoe fits, I guess, and wear it. If you feel some kind of way out there, then absolutely. Then I'm talking about you too. Okay. And stop it. Cut it out. Push the Dr. Huge show. That's what this is all about, right? It's not about selling your fucking merch and selling it to me. You know, like, get out of here. I don't need to do. If everybody just left or passed away, God forbid, I'll do this show by myself then. Because if I'm not doing it, nobody's gonna do it because it's the Dr. Huge show. Who the fuck else is gonna do it, right? Makes sense, right, guys?
Yep.
Thanks.
Correct.
I love it when everybody agrees with me on the show. I love it. You don't have to, by the way. It's another thing. Like these hack grifter podcasters that go, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh at everything I say, and you gotta like everything, and you gotta do this, and you gotta do that. I'm not saying like that. I'm saying like, be a normal human out here, folks. Hit the like button. Share the show if you watch every week. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Thank you. Right. Back to the news. I don't know. I thought that was really big news, though.
Groundbreaking.
Mm-hmm. You know what I need to do? I need to do like Boogie 6922. And I got to grab my axe one of these days, and I'm just going to start hatcheting all my action figures.
No.
But I might get clout off it. Or maybe I'll go visit Rampage Jackson and go, why'd your son do that? Why'd he have to do that?
A camera in his face.
Mm-hmm.
In a singlet. And just get into a shoot stance and be like, see what happens.
Do you want some of this?
Yep.
Yeah, Justin says, me and Sleaze would take over if you have a heart attack. The show would be straight anger. No, it wouldn't. Ask Sleaze. Sleaze can't do shows. He'll do 2 shows and he's done. Because this sucks, doing shows, to be honest. It's not. This is fun. This is the fun part. Doing shows, though, and keeping it remotely seen, damn near impossible now. And it's not fun. It's not funny. And I begged people to do this, guys, like 10 years ago. All my buddies, again, I'll bring up my buddy with the guitars. Literally, Jess, he plays guitar, over 50 guitars, basses, all kinds of shit in his house, all kinds of equipment, studio stuff, like everywhere. This guy should have been doing, and he doesn't shut the fuck up. He just talks and talks, and he's one of those friends that just goes and goes and goes and goes. And they say you'll be talking, and he'll just cut you off and go blah, 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 blah. Like, he's one of those. He could just do a podcast all by himself about guitars and every single new piece of gear that he's buying and getting every day. And he was like, no, I can't do that. Can't do that. And I was getting this from plenty of people. So nobody wants to do this, Justin. Nobody really wants to do this, okay? They want me to do it. That's what the thing is. Everybody wants me to do it and then get me to buy their t-shirts and their merch. So I can pay them to help me do it. Right? Right, William? It's fun, isn't it, William? Getting like 100 subscribers or whatever. It's the best. So annoying. And then that's the thing, Danny. It's just maybe Clearwater Chat is right. I just need to hammer these shorts out to be seen by more people.
Yeah, a lot of people do say that shorts do help them, to be fair.
Fuck, I hate shorts.
Yeah, it's clips. I like the idea of like clips, but just not like 30 to 60 seconds and just to be stuck in that sort of thing. It's just...
I just finished recording my podcast, The Blues Doctor Recommends, which will be out next week. See? Absolutely. Absolutely. He knows what I'm saying. Everybody knows what I'm saying. Yep.
YouTube have started to ease up on a few people, though, haven't they, in the last few
Well, they
couple
let
of weeks
some
now?
people back on and things, and I may be able to say a few extra words if I need to, but they don't even know what their rules are, so I don't believe them when they do anything. To me, this smells like a trap. Like they're gonna make me come out here and say all kinds of words I'm not supposed to be saying, and then they're gonna go, now you can't again, and then they'll wipe all my videos off. Yep. They did it to Stuttering John yesterday. They got him. So he's been going on there playing his music. Remember, Danny? We tried to snipe him a couple weeks ago. He's playing his music. So he got somebody, OJ, taken down for this. Obnoxious John, who watches him in an actual orange filter. And so he lost his channel for however long. And then John, yesterday, plays DJ Dabbles, who's friends with TSN, the Shuley network, the dastardly Shuley network. And he's been doing this for a while, but I think this is to get back, like slap him in the face, So they got his show taken down right in the middle of the show, right when I was listening. And it said, copyright stricken by DJ Dabbles. And then John came back like an hour later because he took the strike away. Again, it was more like a dope slap to Stuttering John. So don't come after me, anybody. That's why I play all my own weird music, right, Ian? I'm not playing anybody else's weird music. Yep, and shorts are unfortunately the way. Yep, Ribshot knows. He's got all the subscribers over there. Send some of them over here, Ribshot. We need them. How much do you want? Right? Do some payola. Get that scratch. And William says, glad you have decided to keep Jess on the show. Now we have something more pleasant to look at. What? How dare you?
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
I'm all out.
All you need is just one mid lady. That's it.
I mean, I thought I was bringing Danny on for the looks and things and the sleaze. Yeah.
I haven't. Well, I did see him on your one episode, but he's been dodging me, so I don't know.
You. He says he's going to come on Tuesday with us, but
we'll see.
We'll see how that goes. So he's scared of girls. Let me tell you. Yeah.
Or it's lady heat. He doesn't want the competition.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that must be it. Yep. And William says you can play some of my weird music on this show. I can? All right.
It's a trap.
And then he's going to copyright strike me again and shut it down right mid-show. And it will say William Robbs, just so we can get his name on the screen. Mm-hmm. And he enjoys listening to you like everybody does, Danny.
Thank you.
You know what he's saying.
I'm not gay no more.
Nope. Not
anymore.
One story that upsets me, and I kind of figured that this was going to be happening. The latest Saturday night main event, no Jesse Ventura there, and it was because, rumor has it, the Priest Drew McIntyre cage match that he basically was giving his take on at the end, which to me made it funnier, more entertaining, and a better quality of the show. When you have an old person doing old things, retro things, and he's the heel, announcer. I don't think did they lose ticket sales or eyeballs from anything because he said that, it looked like he was walking to his limousine or something, Priest, when he walked out of the cage, which was a thing. Somebody should have just told him, which I believe they did. It was Michael Cole. Like, no, you can do this. It's in the rules. So I want more of that. That's what wrestling is, to have somebody, you don't know what's going to be said. So we're not going to do that. Not in this corporate day and age. Are we sad about this at all? Do you even know who he is, Jess?
Of course. But one, I heard his contract was up. Two.
Oh, it's a contractual thing?
Yeah, because he was signed for like a year or something as kind of like a special guest. So I guess they didn't renew it. Maybe that was one of the reasons. But like, I will say he was kind of just going on and on about it to the point where I was just like, all right, dude, shut up. Like, I even said it to Ian. I was like, can you just stop? Like, you're allowed to leave. Like, let him just leave. But I thought he kind of just, I don't know. I think it, in a way, it did kind of cheapen what happened, you know, like, and to have him talk that way. And I totally understand heel commentators. I love them. But that just felt more like old man yells at cloud than in anything else.
I loved it.
So was it? I just need to refresh my memory. So Priest was the face in the match, and he won by escaping the cage rather than pinning the opponent.
Yeah, he literally walked out. Yeah, while McIntyre was all messed up from.
Oh, so he didn't even climb over the top. He just went. He did the door thing.
Yeah.
Right. So that is quite because they didn't have that when Ventura was last in wrestling. So one, he would have been popped at that, just like, why is there a fucking door in the steel cage? Defeats the object of like sticking two men in an inescapable room. And then also, why is the babyface running away to win? That's not what a babyface should do. So yeah, I agree with that, but yeah, I can't remember how long he went on about it, but I thought it was funny he pointed it out, just like poking holes in their logic.
And that wasn't the only thing he was doing it with. He was kind of poking holes in a lot of things throughout the show. That was just one of the biggest ones. And
Quality
other
control.
shows.
Quality control. That's all it is.
Yeah. William says, I heard the local sales were very low for a Saturday night main event. I mean,
I think what they've been doing is they're trying to package it with SmackDown, which is a problem. Like, because some people don't want to buy a 2-night ticket. Because when we went, it was just single tickets. But if you've noticed, they've been doing like the same arenas or close to. So I think that's hurting the ticket sales because you're forcing people to buy both. But I noticed the last one, green shirt guy, was at SmackDown, and I was like, oh, that's weird. He's at like a random SmackDown, nowhere near where he lives. And then he was on Saturday night's main event. I totally forgot it was happening. I was like, that makes sense. It was like a package deal, basically. So
yeah, it can't help. I mean, unless you got the fans there to fill the nights, but apparently they don't, not lately anyway. And Ian says there is an argument to be made that the WWE leans way too hard into being a sterile product. Yes, and it is. Like I said, it's like I don't know if you guys get this, but you know, like there are supermarkets that you walk into that are big chains, and everything's like white and very like sterile, and just like, here's the stuff. And then you walk into other ones, and they may be more like family owned or whatever, and they actually have like stuff around, like knickknacks, and you know, it's got color schemes, and there's something to it. I think WWE is totally leaning into the corp, like how like everybody was all upset with Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel went from looking like a homey type place to looking like every other modern restaurant that you would ever see. So there's something to just, and that's just the look. Never mind the feel of it, the people involved, all the rest. They want to strip the soul out of it, and they just want to McDonald's this shit forever. And give you, and then go, oh, it's a new product, when it's really the same old product in a different form. Yep. I don't like any of this corporate stuff. You know, unless I'm making the money, which I am not. They're making all the money. And
but like we said before, they are making all the fucking money already. They get ticket sales on top of however many billion they were paid for their rights to the TV station and that lot. They were making fucking money, and I'm not against people making money, and you know, most rational-minded people would agree. But when it's just like they've painted themselves into a corner for just charging and getting sponsoring for every single fucking centimeter they can, and it's just it's beyond repair now, and it's just, if you can't once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. And there are some people that are just happy with this tiny little diluted bit each week, and it's like, oh, there's a CM Punk brand on the screen, and there's the Drew McIntyre brand on the screen, and it's just like you've just said, it's very little, and it's sterile as hell, and it's like they don't have to like really commit and put anything major out there because they don't see an end to it, because it's just every week. well, it's every day now, isn't it? It's not just like a once a week wrestling program. There's something every fucking day. So, and it's not going to end. There's no off season, as they've famously said for a long time. And they've painted themselves into this corner. They need to just stop for a bit, I personally think, and then bring it back and just change the format a little bit. And I'm not saying don't have sponsors and don't make money, but there's more sponsors and adverts of talk of other people than there is the wrestling now, and that's why I just can't bring myself to watch it, because it just fucking aggravates me.
Yep. It's funny. You're totally on one end of the spectrum, and Jess is on the other end of the spectrum, which is exactly what I would want for this show. We don't have to agree on any of this stuff, and it makes it better, because not everybody's thinking the same way. And I get what everybody's saying. I want to like this. I just understand creatively that they're not giving me what I want creatively. If I feel like I can do it by myself and like literally write for everybody by myself, that's a problem. When I'm like, oh, well, I like Asuka and Kyrie and what they're doing and how they kind of building up the women's tag scene, and what else do I like? Aleister Black. Now they're starting to get him involved. I like that. That makes sense with the whole thing with Zelina Vega, who blocks me online. I get that. But then there's so much other stuff where it's like, it's just nothing. It's absolutely nothing. Even Drew, what do they do to my Drew McIntyre? He's in the championship scene with Cody Rhodes, and it's nothing. It feels like nothing.
Well, now he's suspended.
Again. Twice. He's been suspended like a dozen times lately. Again, I'm going to say it every week until they do it. And I don't want people to lose their jobs, and I don't think they will. You can just go to the indie scene. You can go to one of these other millions of other promotions and make some money there. Probably actually do better. You got a name just from being in WWE at this point. Cut the roster in half. Do the draft again like we talked earlier, Jess, and just stick to it. And then the stories will be easier to be written. And then whenever you bring somebody up or change somebody from a show, it will be a big deal. And that's what we need. We need big deals. And we need to not know everything that's happening. Like Braun Breaker is going to be in the main event scene and winning at, WrestleMania. Yeah, we don't need to know that. They got it on his fucking tights. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. I mean, I do get it. It's a PG product. But again, it's a PG product for adults that sees what you're doing? No. Triple H, you're the head of creative. I know I goof around and say you're all about the money and you're doing this and you're doing that. You're not doing any of that. You're just ruining the creative side. And I want you to stop. Cut it out. It's not good. All right. You could be doing so much better. And it's not like, oh, my favorites and this one deserves it. It had nothing to do with that. If you got these guys on the roster, make something of them. Stop making them all look like they're the shits. It's stupid.
I'm not gay.
What? Anyway, what are the people saying out here? Drew's going to go film a movie. Yep. So that's why he's kind of gotten phased out. And at least Drew McIntyre looks like he could beat up somebody. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's why I like him.
Huge. We saw him in person. I was like, oh, like, looks big on TV, but like extra big.
He's a real man. Instead of Johnny Gargano wrestling Dragunov last night, which all respect to Johnny Gargano, you're fine. You got a place in wrestling. It's just not on my TV, not in my professional leagues where it's like the big time. Dragunov should be fighting Drew McIntyre, and they should be doing a match like that on SmackDown for the title. That's if instead of getting Drew McIntyre off TV from something else, put Dragunov over, send McIntyre off with a loss, and him going, I can't even win the mid card. But then it would also boost up one of your guys. He can go do his thing. Nobody's going to think any less of Drew McIntyre if you know what's going on. Losing the Dragunov, everybody loves Dragunov. So, like, just stuff like that. But instead, no, they're just going to keep going through the motions. Oh, who's he feuding with? Oh, he really doesn't like Cody, right? All right, let's just do that. And I'm not talking do the AEW horse shit where they just, here's a wrestling match for no reason.
AEW sucks.
And then you go, all right, well, why am I watching this? What's the stakes? Oh, no, they got records, don't you know?
AEW sucks.
Got it. Records.
It's not always just like sorry, it's not even always just like here's a wrestling match for no reason. It's here's a steel cage match with barbed wire bats, on fire match. And it's like, what is this, a blood feud or something? Did I miss the start of this? It's like, no, Tony's just like happy he's just signed this guy from Japan. And it's like, oh, right. Okay.
The hell did they do to my restream here? They just put all these, like a different picture in front of everything, but so it's making it harder to find things.
Are you looking for the death match?
I'm looking for, get this off my, why are you on every screen, bro? Every one of my, it took over everything. Wow, how did I do that? All right, well, that's a problem. Anyway, not a big problem. We'll figure it out. We still at least have this. We'll just keep this on. No, we don't. Where'd that go?
You got two now.
She's over here. I want this thing gone off every screen. There's so much to learn. And now, oh my goodness. Just get me back.
You.
Help.
Sorry, so there was a death match. I didn't actually know. I was just fucking guessing. That's just
I don't think there was. We're talking about the exploding barbed wire one where like a sparkler went off.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's on the end of the entrance of the show here. Yep, where Cornette said it looked like Eddie Kingston laid on, who was it? Moxley, like a lover who just had a heart attack, and I thought that was like the greatest line ever. He goes, it looks like he just fucking had a heart attack on this guy, on his lover's chest, laying on top of him. Oh, Eddie Kingston, yep, he's cool with me. He keeps it exciting a little bit, but whatever. Oh, no, you can't share anything. Let's get blocking. We always got to block at least one of these bots. Oh, that brings me to Jess. Do you have that Darby Allin story ready?
Oh, yeah.
That is a good one. I didn't hear about any of this.
Yeah, so apparently, pulled it up, so professional now. Brody King says that he earned the respect of Bandito and Darby Allin by drinking his own pee. I'll just let that sink in for a little bit.
He got respect for drinking his own pee.
Yes. Which, first of all, I feel like Brody King could just break Darby Allin in half. So I don't know why there's a reversal here of he needs to earn his respect. One, I don't know why you would admit that out loud. And then two, why you would just do it, but then do it and then also tell people on, I think it was Renee's podcast or something.
I love Renee still, but the piss story is brewing in that.
Well, she didn't bring it up. I think he volunteered the information, from what I understand.
I got to get that picture of him on here. It's somewhere on my computer, but Darby Allin, when he was on a TV show years ago, and he kind of made a big deal about this story that didn't really happen, and he looks so nerdy. It's like that skinny punk kid that you would throw a dress shirt on. It's all baggy on him. It just looks ridiculous. And such a crazy. When I first saw it, I didn't know who it was. I'm like, who is this? And they're like, that's Darby Allin. I'm like, what? That's Darby Allin? What? This nerd? He's so cool now with the face paint and everything. But yes, there's piss drinking going down at AEW, Paladin. So if you want respect over there, if you want to get hired, I'm willing to do it, Tony Khan. If you need some more piss drinkers, I'm in.
He was just hug Tony, and then he's in. He loves giving those hugs, man.
Maybe when I see him, next time I see him, I'll go, come on, bring it in, Tony. Let's go. And I'll hug him, and I'll never let him go. Nobody will be able to pull me off of him.
Life will flash before his eyes. He'll think you're a threat. But Brody King's also painted himself into a corner then, I guess, because now everybody that's sort of like higher than he in the pecking order is going to be like, you need to earn my respect, boy, or something like that. Now get
Drink
that
some
glass
piss.
out, yeah. And he's just going to have to drink so much piss now to impress everybody.
Sounds like something Randy Orton would do.
Yeah.
Remember his thing? He would rub his genitalia, his sweaty, gross after-match, post-match genitals, and then he would start shaking hands backstage. So disgusting, Randy Orton. You think that's funny, Randy Orton? And this is why I never liked him either. And then people were like, he's changed and he's grown up. Has he? Has he? Or has
I believe he might. Actually, no, I didn't like him to start with. I thought, what a prick. But I do think he might have actually grown up now that he's got the responsibility of like 6 or 7 kids or whatever. It does genuinely to me. I don't often buy like these celebrities like redemption sort of like, I've changed, I'm not a prick anymore. But for some reason, I sort of believe Orton. Just, I don't know what it is about it. I think it's quite sort of like heartwarming to see him like smiling at family life and being like, oh yeah, man, it's not all about just shitting in ladies' handbags and crotching my hand and shaking hands. It's there's more to life than this. So
yeah, he seemed like one of the Vince guys, like, I'm gonna do this because I can. And he had a name in the business already, from his father and everything. And me, I don't like any of that. I'm so disenfranchised from everything that I don't like that stuff. You don't. And then I'm just supposed to go, oh, well, he's a family man now, I'm going to forget about it. Oh, HBK was the shits to everybody and even his friends and everybody. But he found Jesus now. All right, block me then, HBK. You prick. You already did. And like, come on now. I don't know. Now they're going to be all sensitive. Oh, I'm a good guy now. You say weird things, Dr. Huge. All right. Got it. I'm just a bully out here, I guess. Bully all these wrestlers. Kevin Owens, how dare you block me? Sami Zayn.
Blocked by everybody. I don't think a single wrestler has blocked me.
Of course not.
Well, I'm nice also.
Yeah, you're
I
nice.
mean.
I'm trying to do a show, Jess, okay? And they don't like when I do shows. I know for a fact. I did one show. I remember going back and listening to it because I'm like, it must have been because of something I said on the show. And it was just basically Sin Cara caught some shrapnel from something. I called him Botch Cara for a second and like moved on. And he blocked me right after that. So
that's soft. So
what's funny is they all watch. That's the funniest thing to me. And I'm not shitting you. I'm not trying to even put myself over at this point. How could they have me all blocked if they never watched me? Zelina Vega blocked me. I never even talked to her online.
That's weird.
Yeah, because I'm famous. And she saw my stuff and was like, Yep. You pro wrestlers, your egos are so fucking ridiculous. Settle down. I'm not just like a child out here that's going to treat you like Santa Claus when I see you're just another person to me. It's cool what you do. Nice. It's a job. Who cares? That's how I see that, so I'm not like some weird stalker or something. I may want you to come on the show or talk to me or something, but if you just reply, I'll just go, okay, see ya. Bye. You know what I mean, folks? I'm not asking for much. I'm asking for everybody to be equals. Can we all just be equals? Can fans stop stalking people too? I heard some story where the blonde chick that does karate in NXT.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna forget her name.
Polish name.
Carmen.
Something enough, and she is. I guess she's been ignoring people online. Probably Dr. Huge, but it wasn't me that went and tried to contact her family. People are trying to contact your family to get in touch with you.
So weird.
So weird. So she's asking people to not do that or you'll get blocked. But that's got to be the younger people. It has to be the crazy people. Again, I'm not either of those. Okay. I'm young. I'm not crazy. I'm a little crazy. I'm not like dangerously or criminally crazy or anything. Petrovic, that's it. So, let's all treat it. And I think a lot of the wrestlers these days actually handle themselves very well. with the fans and stuff. You know, of course, they're not going to deal with this. And people coming up to them at airports and going to their house like Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan and things. But, you know, we're, for the most part, pretty normal. You know, they all love Jess. Jess doesn't understand anything I'm saying right now, Danny. Remember, I've been doing the bit for like a year now. They hate us. They love the kids and they love Jess. The rest of us, if we were on fire out there, they wouldn't even piss on us. Exactly. He gets it. He knows. I'm not just saying it.
Well, they might do, but Brody King would slip in there and be like, with a pint glass and just start.
Oh, that's right.
It's that earning respect.
Yeah.
That's how you earn respect. Yeah.
I'll unblock you immediately.
I love that they were taking away ice signs and he came out in an ice shirt one night. Just like the anti-ice shirt, you know?
It's a fucking joke. It's stupid. Excuse me. Pretty much everyone there is just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's silly. Everything's silly. The world is really silly these days. I mean, we could have other words for that, but yeah. So I'm playing Arc Raiders later. I don't know about you guys. I can't believe, you know, all my free time I've just been editing and trying. I still haven't even finished my music video, right? Big time producer over here. But I just haven't had time to do anything. And then all of a sudden I got Arc Raiders. I'm like, I'll play this for like 20 minutes or something. And I ended up playing for 5 hours.
2 nights later,
shit.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I literally put the sticks down, as you know, the old people say. I put my sticks down and I look at my phone and it jumped from like 6:46 to like 8:10 and it felt like a blink of an eye. And I went, oh man, we got a problem over here. I said, I like this game way too much. So catch me on there. And you better be nice to me on there. I'm a noob. I tell everybody that. I go, I haven't been playing. I don't know what I'm doing. And they tend to leave you alone, which is nice. So Ian, Jess, get on there.
I don't play. Not that game. I haven't gamed in a while.
What's your type of gaming?
I like fighting games, RPGs, but I just like, I don't know. I can't dedicate time anymore to gaming.
Right.
Just like,
no, I hear you. And that's the thing with me. It's like, I can't, I'm doing it, but I shouldn't be doing it. You know? But I was thinking about sniping John. Let's just take a quick look. He was playing music yesterday too, while he got his own show shut down, which is just amazing. He's on. Hold on. This is going to take a second. Hold on, folks. We got this. Got to replace. And then, boom.
Impaired man.
He's playing music. I can already hear it, but let's give it seconds. Make this big.
He's not even remotely interesting. Showay just can't take the L. Thank you.
And so, you know, these people like to help him get this information.
So he's watching the shitware in his show, making fun of him. That's what's happening right now. We can't play anymore. You never know. He could come for us. So OJ, you ruined it for everybody, bro. He wasn't doing this a couple weeks ago. He's playing that music very low the whole time. Even as guests come on, they're like, can you shut the music off? They're like, it's really killing the vibe because it's like sad guitar music too. So it's like it's supposed to be a comedy show and everybody's just bummed out by it. Damn it, John. Anyway, we tried. Yep. So we did that. We talked about the piss.
My contribution to the show.
There's a fake hair epidemic out here. So Zelina was on a short I saw on YouTube and it said, I wear wigs. And I'm thinking to myself, no shit. You know what I mean? Like, of course you wear wigs. Like, all the wrestlers wear wigs and extensions and everything else. So she took like her hat hair off and she looked crazy. It was like all the short hair just like spiked. She looked like Darby Allin in that old pic I was talking about earlier. And I was like, whoa, like it was all sweaty and like damn it, don't take your hat hair off on video, Jess, if you ever end up with hat hair. And it just made me think. I'm like, not only, well, of course the women, we know the women wear wigs, but the men now, black men specifically, how dare you guys? You're gonna put these rugs on your head now. It doesn't even look right. It's like curling up in the front. Like we can't tell what hair is supposed to look like. So they're plastering the shit on a bald head. I would never do. First of all, my head is shaped perfectly, so I would never need to do this. But they put a big rug on it, and you know, like the flap on the end of an old rug. Some of them, it looks like that, and it starts to like, it's just like, bro. And then remember Jaylen Brown? We showed him from the Celtics, and he did a move, and his hair rubbed off on the guy's white jersey.
Yeah.
It happened again the other night. So he does this move. He's all sweaty, and his hair's coming off, or his spray paint, and he rubs it off. And then the post game, he goes, "That's AI." No, it ain't. That's your hair, supposedly rubbing off on another jersey again, and it's. Stop spraying your hair. Stop wearing. Just go bald. That's what black guys are supposed to do.
But like, also, if you're a professional athlete, who cares, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're not going to get women anyway. So, like, why do you, like, what is the point?
Mm-hmm.
It's like pride thing. Like, I don't. It's just.
I think honestly, Jess, people go bald. Like that's an insult to me. I love being bald, believe it or not. I hated having hair because I got afro hair, and that shit is hard to get. You got to go to the barber every week if you want to look decent. You got to do a lineup and all. Those days are over. So I just go done, and it's amazing. So when people call me bald, I'm like, cool. I love being bald. And I get some people don't, you know, white guys with dented heads and shit. That's a little rough. And you got the milk dud thing going on, you know, like that's not cool. But yeah, bald pride for life. What's the big deal? I was watching that King's Court show. Remember with Titus O'Neil, the dating show on Peacock. And Titus O'Neil, Tyson, whatever, Beckford, the old male model, and another basketball player that was bald. All three of them. And in the first episode, one of the girls was getting kicked off the show. She's like, they're old and bald anyway. And I was just like, I was dying. It was just the way, because you know she was so bitter. She would have been so cool with them. She was rubbing the bald heads, and then as soon as she knew she was leaving, she's like, you guys are old and bald. So take that, everybody. And I thought we were getting all bald wrestling together out here. I seen signs on the AEW shows. Come on, somebody get that together. I'm in. Ian says, I cracked open Dragon's Dogma 2 again, and I'm hooked. Yep. It's, again, I've never actually heard of that game. I could play that. Ever play Tekken, Jess?
Yes.
Of course. Tekken Master over here. Mm-hmm. So what else we got here? William says, I met Triple H and Stephanie when I was seated next to them on a flight once. They were very nice, particularly Stephanie. Yep. I've heard stories like that. My buddy waited tables out in Venice Beach and would see famous people going to his restaurant all the time. And he said that they were like over the top, like the best. So shout out to you guys, the Triple H family. And Coach, okay, doctor, take the hat off and show us the perfect head. Do you want that? If I get to 500 subscribers, I will show you my head. Deal? Deal, everybody. Make it happen, everybody. We need to push the show. We need to share it. We need likes. Okay? Hit the like button, all that. I promise. I'm going to show my head, and then when we get to 1,000, Jess will show something. We'll have to negotiate something, and Danny will show absolutely nothing. Mm-hmm. And you got a lot of hair. I shed like a dog. All right, well, if that's the case, maybe make me up some of that good hair and I'll wear a wig.
After all that.
Like that. You got the good hair, that Indian type hair, whatever. You can make nice wigs out of those. See, deal. 500. I'll show you all the bald. Yep. Anyway. So do I have any more stories anyway? Well, I already kind of mentioned that Diddy drinks toilet water, right? Toilet wine, sorry.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Mm-hmm. And do you guys have anything else to speak on? I mean, there are other things I can get into, but again, worldly affairs, I don't like to talk to you guys so much. I know Danny's good with it, but
I've got one that's friendly for everybody. Fireworks. It's timely here because we've just had bonfire night. Guy Fawkes and V for Vendetta and all that was on the 5th. But you guys have it obviously, but quite a lot of fireworks at 4th of July. How do you feel about people with fireworks? Because what happens here is instead of just like having it on the 5th, people decide to just like set fireworks off for a full week before the date, and then like they're still going on now. Last Saturday, I was thinking, can you hear all the explosions outside? And you can still hear them again this week. And I'm not one that wants to sort of like start banning people from things or telling people what they can and can't do. But they're a fucking nuisance. And we've got 2 cats, we've got a baby. We don't need explosions. Other people have dogs. There are old people that don't want to hear explosions because, it triggers like past trauma and stuff like that. And they think they're like back in a war zone. And it's pissing a lot more people off. And like I say, I'm not going to be one of these people that's just like, oh, we need to ban them all and stop everyone from having them all the time. But I don't know what the answer is, whether it's if you can get proper silent ones or if we just say only on these days, or I don't know. Is it a problem over there with you guys?
Well, Jess, I know you live in the most densely populated area in the country.
Yes.
So I'm sure you hear it.
Yes, it's very annoying. It'll start like end of June and then continue. Like my birthday is the weekend after 4th of July and there's fireworks going. And we also happen to live by a like minor league baseball stadium. So you can expect fireworks all the freaking time during the summer. But then like on our neighborhood app through Ring, you see like, is that a gunshot? And it's like, how long have you lived here? You know that it's a fucking firework from the stadium. Like, yes, they are annoying, but yeah, like that's one thing, right? It's just, baseball stadium, whatever. But like when people just do it all the time, it'll just be like sometimes a random day in August and we'll hear like a firework and it's not the baseball stadium. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, pretty much.
They're also illegal here too. So
same here. I mean, I'm about probably 3 hours north or something, but it's especially around 4th of July. It's just weeks before, weeks after, months after at times. It's just all summer, and you'll hear it from. Listen, the white folks around here, Danny, they like to sit in their backyards with their fires, and they like to shoot off fireworks. That's what they do. I guess that's what they do everywhere. It's just a thing. It's kind of like the dirt bikes and the ATVs. That's kind of built into the culture of the white man. You understand? They love that. So I don't think you're going to ever stop it. And then also there are other cultures, obviously, that like to shoot off fireworks, but they do it when they're World Cup will be going on, so there'll be like a random weekend here and there where you're like, why is there so many fireworks and things going off? And it's because like, I don't know, Portuguese people like won or something, now we're all there, they got fire, it's one of those things. So it could even happen like randomly, but generally it's the warm season. You're gonna hear it all the time, and initially when you hear that first pop, you got to be like, whoa, is that a shot? And then you go pop, 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 and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, no. Yes, a lot of that over here. And it freaks all the dogs out, wakes all the babies up, keeps all the old people go to sleep at 7 o'clock at night, keeps them wide awake, because they go, in my neighborhood anyway, they'll go off at 1, 2 in the morning. They don't give a fuck. They're doing it all because, again, they got the fires, they're drinking, and then next thing you know, choo, choo. Yep, fingers start flying.
Well, some couple days ago, some fucker set one off when it was raining, like during the day, so it's like full daylight whilst it's raining. It's like, why did you do that? That's just stupid.
Just to see if it would work, probably.
Yep. But that is totally a thing.
It's funny you say about the white people enjoying sitting in the garden and doing it, because that's cool, I suppose, because it's better than what they might get banned over here, because people of other cultures will say have been going out into the streets and throwing them and using them as weapons and projectiles against the police now, I believe. So
yeah, they
might get banned for us.
They stole that from Matt Hardy, by the way. I don't remember seeing that before the woke guy on TNA started shooting at his brother. I remember they had that big match or whatever in their backyard. I gotta watch that again. That was and then when he brought out the fireworks and he's shooting at him. What's the point of that? Can anybody explain this to me? It obviously it can't tickle getting hit by a firework, right? But why would you? I just don't get it. Like so you're gonna use that instead of a gun? Why? You're not gonna get arrested for that? Do you know what I'm saying? Like isn't it a weapon's a weapon, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's not technically a weapon, if you're using it as a weapon, why is this allowed? Because I see it on the news pretty much every weekend that somebody's shooting fireworks at some cops in front of some place. So I don't know. Get well, everybody, all you fireworks. The one of the funniest stories around here. I mean, funny, in a way. Jason Pierre-Paul, remember that name, Jess? Big New York Giants player. He won a couple Super Bowls.
Sounds familiar. I'm a Jets family, so might have
Oh,
blocked that out.
Oof.
R.I.P.
Yep. But blew his thumb off, or a couple fingers, something like that. Doing the whole fireworks deal one year. Still played in the league though, because I mean, who needs fingers when you're just chasing down another man? But so, yep. That's I'll never use fireworks. I'm freaked out by everything. I'm not jumping out of planes. I'm not doing fire. And none of all that white people stuff, skiing off of mountains. Nope. I'll watch you guys do it,
I ain't do that shit.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Try to go skiing or snowboarding or something. It's cool. It's fun. It's good.
Yeah. You know what? If I was young, I would probably do it like a kid. Because, sledding and stuff is cool. I would go sledding here and there, find different areas, but I just don't want to be cold. I'm not built for the cold. So, yeah. Anyway, I think we said it all. I think we just conquered everything, all the news and anything important, at least. Let me just give a quick review. I could have gone over Jade stinks. She stinks on the mic and she stinks in the ring, kind of. Last Legend showed up. We talked about that. Killer Cross, he mentioned in a podcast this week that WWE, one of the writers there, wanted him to basically make an awful promo about Bray Wyatt after he was deceased. And he read the promo and they're like, yeah, we want this word for word. And he's reading it and he's like, it's just disrespectful. And he just died. And he's like, so he started asking around and he found out that it really didn't need to be word for word. It didn't really even need to be done at all. And all this stuff. And it kind of shows you how the creatives still, they don't know what they're doing, or it's cover for, hey, we tried to get him to say this nasty promo about Bray Wyatt, and now we're just going to make it to, oh, we don't know what we're doing. And, everybody knows what they're doing. Freudian, right? So that was a story. Oh, we found out some other matches for John Cena's tournament. Jey Uso's taking on The Miz, and LA Knight is taking on a secret opponent. So you will be getting your LA Knight fix, Jess. Yeah. You're going to take them on? Well, you'll win.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're more over than LA Knight right now. We want Jess, right? That's what everybody was telling me before. And I said, all right, I guess I'll have her back on. I guess. You're like a unicorn out here, Jess, because any other female, they don't even reply to my my DMs and stuff. Trying to slide in DMs for the Dr. Hughes show, and they just, come on. Anyway. LA Knight, yeah, I know it's your favorite Paladin. They're burying him. It's over for him. Yep, for us, guys, it's all done. So, yep, that's all we got. You guys want to just plug where you're at?
Twitter.
Jess is on
As
Twitter,
usual.
of course. We do have a podcast audience, Jess. So she's at, what is it called? I can't see.
Well, I'm just saying. So find me.
I think they want the show
Stop
like
being
this.
on audio and watch us.
Coach, should we do the show like this from now on?
No.
All right. Yep. And I guess, Jess, you'll be on this Tuesday?
Yes.
And the Sleaze will be joining us.
You
And
better,
maybe
'cause
Danny.
I'm gonna call him out or real hard. He just does not show.
The Sleaze fears Jess. One of those angles. And maybe Danny will join us. You never know, Dan. That's your one night that you could possibly come on too, right?
Yeah, I'll try, but it's you start a little bit
no
later,
problem.
and it's much later than that for me on a Tuesday night.
If anybody ever can't show up, doesn't want to do it, whatever, don't worry about it. I got it. I'll just play a bunch of these sounds or something. I'll get it going. So don't worry. You're not under contract to do anything around here. And neither are any of you other people I'm trying to get on as a guest. And he says he wants that. He would rather just have guests on the show. There you go, Coach.
You see my background. There's Tamatanga.
That's right. All right. We did it. We killed it. We're the best in the world. Everybody follow, share, like the show especially. Go watch some of my promo videos. That Meth Time Bex is one of my favorites. And I'm figuring out the green screen stuff. We're going to get it done. We're going to get more of those. I got a whole playlist. Check it out. I love the Hugenverse and all my guests. And shout out to the Sleaze at the Rhode Island Comic Con today, taking video and getting things done. And that's it. We'll talk to everybody later. Watch this. I don't even think I have an outro video today because it just changed everything. Look, where'd it go? It's gone. So I got to reload my videos and do even more work. So no outro video today. Just hit this and I'll play some of these. Some Shotzi. Bye, everybody. See you later. Bye.